tayo ng mas aral, sa mas walang maiiwan. At sayang mag-aral tayo ng mas tuto, upang ika'y umasenso. Maging matyaga, maging matalino, halina mag-aral na tayo. Maging matyaga, maging matalino, halina mag-aral na tayo. Halina mag-aral na tayo. Halina mag-aral na tayo. Halina, 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 mag-aral na tayo.
Hello mga batang mandunong! Sa oras na ito, nais ko munang magpasalamat sa lahat ng mga nanonood at nananatiling nakatutok sa ating Project Soar sa YouTube at Facebook page. Muli, maaari po kayong mag-like, subscribe, comment at share upang mahikayat ang mas marami pang mga viewers at patuloy na matuto sa ating mga aralin. Sa Mathematics Grade 5. Ang inyong magiging guro ay mula sa JMMS Haven for Children, Alabang, Muntinlupa City. Siya ay nagtapos ng Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Mathematics sa pamantasan ng lungsod ng Muntinlupa at may Master's units mula sa University of Makati. Ang maganda at mahusay inyong guro, Binibining Regina T. Gutierrez.
An arc of a circle is any portion of the circumference of a circle.
This lesson, we're gonna learn about an important math concept, which is circumference. We will learn about a special ratio called pi.
Let's look at the picture and try to figure out how many circles do you see. Is it 5, 6, or 9? Correct. We see 9 circles in different sizes. At the end of the lesson, we are able to visualize the circumference of a circle. Measure circumference of a circle using appropriate tools, and find the circumference of a circle. What is circumference? Circumference is the distance around a circle. We can find the circumference using either the diameter or radius of a circle. The relationship of the circumference to the diameter is that circumference is a bit more than 3 times bigger of its diameter. And its figure is approximately 3.14, and it never changes. And it also known as pi. In this video, we're going to find the relationship between the diameter of a circle and the circumference of a circle. So here I have Scotch tape, lid cover, and plastic bowl. And using my measuring tape, I'll measure the diameter of the circle, which is the larger distance across the circle, and the circumference of the circle, which is the distance around the circle. Later, we will use column for the diameter and circumference, so we are able to know the relationship of the two. The diameter of the Scotch tape is 9.5 and the circumference is 29. The diameter of a lid cover is 12.5 and the circumference is 39. The diameter of a plastic bowl is 21.5 and the circumference is 70. As you can see in the column, the relationship of diameter and of the circumference is a bit more than 3 times bigger of its diameter. The formula in finding circumference is circumference equals pi times diameter. And just like most formulas, we use abbreviations, C for circumference and D for diameter. So, that is a pretty simple formula. It tells us that if you know the diameter of a circle, all we have to do is to multiply that diameter times the number pi. That will get the circumference. We'll try that formula out of a few minutes. Again, the formula for finding the circumference is C equals pi times D, or C equals 2 times pi times R. D stands for diameter, R is for radius, and pi is equal to 3.14. The formula that we use to find the circumference are so important that you should really memorize them. Let's try problem number 1. A circular pond is to be surrounded by a fence. The radius of the pond is 6 meters. How many meters of fence is needed to enclose the pond? What is or are the given? Given is 6 meters radius. If radius is given, use this formula. C is equal to 2 times pi times R, whereas radius is 1/2 of a diameter. C is equal to 2 times pi times R. We simply substitute the given value in the formula. We learned that the special ratio called pi is 3.14 and the given radius is 6. So we have C is equal to 2 times 3.14 times 6. By getting the product, we get 37.68 meters. The circumference is 37.68 meters. 37.68 meters of fence is needed to enclose the pond. Problem number 2. Jane walked across a circular swimming pool and it is 10 feet across the center. How far will Jane swim around the pool? What is the given? This time, the given is diameter, which is 10 feet. If diameter is given, use this formula. C is equal to pi times D. Substitute the value of pi and the diameter. By getting the product, we'll get 31.4 feet. The circumference that we get is 31.4 feet. Therefore, Jane will swim 31.4 feet around the pool.
Now that we have the knowledge about circumference, let us see from the picture that was shown earlier if we can tell if the 9 circles have the same diameter and radius. Can you guess now the answer? Correct. We can tell that the bigger the circle, the greater the radius and diameter. Let us learn from the video that I will show you that anything or any measuring tool can be used to get the circumference of any circle, and where we can able to apply in a real-life situation.
Ano nangyari dyan, Ash? Sira kasi cover na. Delikado to kung nasugatan tayo. Maraming cover sa shop ni Papa. Kaso lang baka hindi kasya yan. Ano ba sukat niyan? Ewan ko. Tara, sukatin natin. Sige, meron ka bang tali? Meron. Sige, na. Ate Gunting. Ito. Sige, sukat na. Ako na mag-ano.
Adding 24 centimeters to 3.14 will give us 75.36 centimeters. Number 2. Would a circle with a diameter of 2.5 inches have a circumference of about 12 inches? What do you think? The answer is no. Remember what I have said earlier. The relationship of the circumference to the diameter is that circumference is a bit more than 3 times bigger of its diameter. Number 3. Would a circle with a diameter of 270 millimeters have a circumference of about 849 millimeters? What do you think? Multiplying 270 by 3.14 will give you 847.8. In this case, we can say and consider that the circumference is almost close to 849. So, our answer is yes.
And for your second activity, visualize the circumference of the following circles by drawing markings on it. In each item, the diameter is given. Number 1, 15 centimeters. Number 2, 22 centimeters. 3, 43 centimeters. I will give you ample time to finish your work and later on we will check it one by one. Let us answer number 1. Given the diameter 15 centimeters. Using the formula, substitute the value of pi and diameter. We have C is equal to 3.14 times 15. By getting the product, we get 47.1 centimeters, which is the circumference. Number 2, the diameter is 22 centimeters. Again, using the formula, we have C is equal to 3.14 times 22. By getting the product, we get the circumference 69.08 centimeters. For our last number, the diameter is 43 centimeters. Using the formula, substitute the given. C is equal to 3.14 times 43. By multiplying them, the circumference is 135.02 centimeters. Apply what you have learned in this lesson. Measure the following objects in your house using appropriate tools, and then record the results in the table. Your answers may vary, just make sure that you have made the right way in getting the circumference of the following objects. To generalize, how do you find the circumference of a circle? The circumference of a circle is equal to a little over 3 times its diameter. So, the formula for finding the circumference is, if the diameter is given, use C is equal to pi times D. Or if the radius is given, use the formula C is equal to 2 times pi times R. Remember, D stands for diameter and R is for radius, and pi is 3.14. Evaluation. Read each item carefully and choose the letter of your answer. We will check your answers later on. Number 1. What is the circumference of a circle if the radius is 19 meters? A. 59.66 meters. B. 119.32 meters. C. 191.32 meters. Or D. 95.66 meters. Number 2. If the diameter of a circle is 14 centimeters, find the circumference. A. 43.96 centimeters. B. 40.2 centimeters. C. 34.96 centimeters. Or D. 34.22 centimeters. Number 3. The radius of a circle is 40 meters. What is the circumference? A. 251.8 meters. B. 251.2 meters. C. 250.06 meters. Or D. 215.08 meters. Number 4. What will be the circumference of the circle if the diameter is 2.8 meters? A. 8.729 meters. B. 8.879 meters. C. 8.792 meters. Or D. 82.28 meters. For the last number, using 3.14 for pi, find the circumference of a circle with a radius of 45 centimeters. A. 281.26 centimeters. B. 282.6 centimeters. C. 221.83 centimeters. D. 219.5 centimeters. Here are the answers for the following questions. Number 1, B. 2, A. Number 3, B. 4, C. 5, B. I hope everyone got a perfect score. It is another awesome and wonderful day. I'm glad that you actively participated in our discussion. I hope you learned something today. Have a nice day. See you on our next video lesson. Thank you and God bless us all.